Welcome back. It's me. So, as I was uploading today's video, I was prompted to tell you a story which made that video part 1 and this video part 2. So the first video I called Breaching into Insanity, and I'm going to tell you a personal story that happened over the weekend. So, as I've been getting to grips with the effects of this solar cycle, I've had to come up with a whole new healthcare plan which supports the changing of the body's electromagnetic field. So all sorts of physical changes going on with my body, and predominantly with my eyes. So left eye is really going through it. So I was forced to go and see an eye doctor. Okay. So before going to see the optician, eye doctor, I'm sat in this conflict of how do I speak? So that's a big bridge for me from where I'm at to plug back into the 3D healthcare system. And do I speak in language that they'll understand, like all of my work is at a screen and the distance I sit from the screen, and are there any changes in my life and all of that mundane, unchanging stuff, or do I bring it? And I decided to do the latter. So I got to the opticians, did the preliminary eye check, and then I went to the proper part of the eye examination. And I led with, I'm a HSP, highly sensitive person, and I'm really struggling with the effects of solar cycle 25. And I went into it and how the body is being affected electromagnetically and the changes and what's happening in my left eye. I then went on to specifically say, I felt something go bang in my left eye on the X-class solar flare that we had in the middle of December. I felt it go bang, and then there were 5 or 6 days of pain in my left eye and a lump on the eyeball. And she listened, this doctor, and she listened with respect and curiosity. So something new was being birthed here, a new container to speak a slightly more insane narrative. So I'm feeling my way and she's feeling her way, and she was bloody wonderful, I have to say. So she did the eye exam and found the mundane kind of, yeah, this is happening with both eyes and this is happening in the left eye. Said, okay. So we came up with a new prescription. She was right, I'll take you back downstairs, you can choose frames and yada, yada, yada. So I'm sat with another lovely girl and we're choosing frames. And the doctor comes back down and she said, Chrissy, before you leave, can you just pop back up and see me? There's something I need to show you. Okay, I said, I'll come now. So I went back upstairs, and what I'd done is I'd paid for, you can get, this is probably normal where you are, but it's so long since I've had an eye test. This was new, but you can buy a 3D eye scan, which models the eye. So I went for a 3D eye scan, and she said, something told me to go back into your eye scan and look more closely and look at this. And I looked at this picture of the inside of my eye, behind the lens. And I said, am I looking at a tear in the membrane? She said, yes. That is nothing to do with eye degeneration. That is an injury. And I could have kissed her. To be validated by a doctor was game-changing for me. I did give her a big hug before I left. So that's the thing that she said, did it feel like a laser? I said, yes, it did. And she said, yeah, that's injured your eye. That won't repair. But hopefully with the new lenses, we can ameliorate the effects of what's going on with your eye. So my left eye has taken a hit from solar cycle 25, which has been validated by the medical profession. Okay, so that was me birthing a potentially insane narrative as a HSP. Okay. So I wanted to bring that to you as a living example of what happens when you breach into insanity. Because, the last 3 or 4 years, we've been moving through change and moving up into the higher mind and learning new streams of consciousness, learning how to navigate, and then harmonizing those with old belief systems to create more change. And it can be quite jangling, because then you've got this bridge or this chasm of how do I bring that on the occasions that I have to plug back into the 3D. And if I can be your example, just bring it, because sometimes you're going to leave people standing. Sometimes you might get judged. Sometimes you might get shamed, laughed at, yada, yada. But if it's your truth, you've got to bring it. And that's the commitment to 2024, which is an 8-year. An 8 wants expansion or a greater level of hiding. Okay. This is where there's nowhere to hide. So I'm noticing as I'm telling you this, there's a nervousness going on in me. Okay. Because it's unusual. So the never-ending story of coming out of the closet. And I'm just going to pull a few cards. I went to the Wisdom Oracle to see what would come up. And this is rather beautiful, actually, because it's kind of saying, let the little one within you climb up on the adult within you's back and express this innocent, childlike, well, it is what it is. It just is what it is. So I guess the message there is to give yourself a leg up and to stop hiding or turning it down or filtering or adjusting or sanitizing. You know all the words. Effort. And it takes effort to let an old narrative go and to birth a new one. Okay, so we're bringing light through the blueprint, or allowing a new blueprint to act upon our inner light to create the 4. 13. 4 is the container, to build ourselves a new container, give ourselves a leg up, give ourselves permission to maybe speak a different language. Yeah. Even if you're speaking light language, it's just to bring that into mundane conversation, to not hold it back. I've just seen those. Wow. Out of time. Functioning out of time, out of the time matrix. That's what that tells me. So in time, in matrix, in paradigm, then I might have said all the things that were normal. Out of time, that's going to allow me a bigger set of wings, a bigger set of lungs to speak dimensionally into where I'm at. Health. I just noticed this card. Okay, health. 71-8. Wow. Yeah, this is refusing the light, refusing that 71. You've got the active intelligence acting on that mystical 7. Maybe the hidden self. How do I bring this? The doubt, the shyness, the fear. But the 8 craves expansion. Move into it. Move into it. 8 is like showing up as Saturn going, come on. 7 is like Pisces. Ooh. Move into it. Start speaking these new streams of consciousness through into spaces you might think they don't belong, because you might be, no more moderation. No more moderation in communication. Wow. Speak creatively from your new blueprints. That's stunning. Thank you. But what if we'll persevere? Persevere, because it's going to take some practice for you to feel normal, to normalize your magic. So it becomes a breath, just like a normal expression. Ah. Right. Okay. Underlying story. It's going to trigger your pride. The pride of personal growth. Ah. That it's got to look some way. Ah, success is coming in. Love that. That it's got to look some kind of successful way, some kind of I burst into a guru kind of way. It's that energy is coming in. Change is change, and you don't quite know where it's going to go. But as we start aligning to our song, then change will have its way. And change wants to bring in the higher mind, the higher expression of self. It's Uranus energy. This is speaking to personal authority. As you are the student, so must you be the teacher to yourself. Okay. Yeah. Completion. We're in a 9 month. So January is a 1 month added to an 8 year. We're in a 9 month. This is the letting go. So it's to make teaching and learning an internal process. Yeah, I'm just going to say it bluntly. It's like a stop preaching to others the things that you're not doing to yourself. So that would be like, that's like me saying to you, be brave and speak your language, and then going to the optician and going, oh, well, I sit about 2 or 3 feet from my laptop and I do most of my work. And I could have done that. Changes in diet, changes in stress, whatever. I could have done all of that 3D stuff. Beautiful. Okay. I want to go to these. Need some new cards. Cute. Oh, wow. The Knight of Cups to the King of Cups. So the Knight of Cups is a bit dreamy and romantic and might say what the other wants to hear. And his cup is on the ground. King of Cups is sitting in his water, mastering his emotions. Okay. And he's probably toning around the rim of the bowl to hear his song. Beautiful. Mastery of the cup. Cup, love, emotion, and how we communicate. So we're going to get very beautifully vulnerable. Oh, this is interesting. This is interesting. Okay. Underlying story. Tell me which card you remember from the last reading. So traditionally, the emperor is the mastery of all the kings, empress, mastery of all the queens. So this is a more balanced masculine coming online. Okay, more balanced masculine is the active principle of energy. And it's coming in on that 4 energy, and 4 wants to build the container. So this is foundational energy, which is coming in with the moon. It's the deep water, mastering the deep water. What I can see is a tuning fork being struck underwater. So this is the deep, deep song, the deep song. Which may trigger the mind narrative, the intellect to come in, the fear to come in, the noise, the excuses. Okay. Be with that. Stay in alignment with that deep tone. Ace of Swords. Okay. So the 9 to the 8, the 9 to the Ace. This is new clarity coming in. This is the higher mind coming in. It's beautiful. This is organic, universal, higher mind coming in. It's done. 10 of Swords is dead, done, over with. It's done. Let it go. And we have again the Chariot and the Magician. You've got to make this. There is no book or no guru that will point you in the right direction, the aligned direction. You have to write the book and publish it through the throat. That's gorgeous. Okay, let's wrap this up. With a closing message, please, for the collective. Ace of Swords. Truth coming in. Remember who you are comes in as well. Remember who you are. But that doesn't fit with the collective. No, it won't, because the unique is coming online. That's beautiful. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to leave you with my love. Thank you for being here, and all the clicking things. Welcome new subscribers, and I'll see you all again soon. Take care.